When it comes to our brand promise per se, we have taken a bold step to call ourselves the broadband expert for offices. WiMAX allows us to deploy to not just our traditional set of customers, which is the enterprise customers, but it also allows us to get into the household market. Our WiMAX deployment at the moment is in East Malaysia on a fairly large scale in Kota Kinabalu and in Sarawak in a place called Kuching. The demand for broadband is great, so WiMAX is a perfect fit.
REDtone is the first WiMAX operator in East Malaysia. But East Malaysia has 60% of the landmass, but only 20% of the population. So the terrain is a challenge.
This geographical terrain is quite hilly, some of it is quite flat lands. So mostly, for example, this site is quite high point, but it can cover a lot of sites, for example, like the government sectors and the corporate environments.
Motorola Access Point is built with MIMO A and MIMO B technologies that provide both superior coverage and capacity. On top of that, the access point can operate on AC or DC, so it gives a lot of flexibility to the operator without having to build a DC bank of rectifiers and batteries.
For these WiMAX Motorola equipments, they have been designed in very compact, unique designs, and they have no need to air cons. It's just a cooling fan system to cool down the equipment for 24 hours.
Access points are designed with remote heads that allows the operator to have a very focused coverage by putting the radio heads exactly where they want the coverage to be. The remote heads are connected with fiber optics cable that gives them a longer distance from the base. The Motorola Access Point are very light, very compact. It allows the installers to be able to do rapid deployment, typically in less than a day, and that significantly reduces the time to market for the operators.
Our engineers working hand in hand with the Motorola engineers, we have had a lot of knowledge transferred onto us, and that has allowed us to really scale.
Motorola has a great teams in the WiMAX teams. They mentioned about the antenna cannot be putting too high or not putting too low. So a lot of these advice input to help us a lot to reduce a lot of the problems.
Our relationship with Motorola has been about 4 years. It was very important for us that we found a partner that could actually grow with us with a very good R&D roadmap or product roadmap that could actually help us enhance our offering. When we first started WiMAX, we were just an infant, we were just a startup. So it was important for us to be able to leverage off the technical expertise from the Motorola engineers.
Today, a lot of operators are unsure about the success, or the potential or the capability of WiMAX, and thus they are holding back their deployment. REDtone proved that in a challenging and not so lucrative environment with big landmass to cover and small population size, that if you do it purposefully, that you could have a successful outcome.
We are unique in the sense that our strength really is using various last mile technologies in order to cater for different needs of the customers. So we have deployed WiMAX in the 2 main cities for a start, and we are now in the process of actually deploying in other cities within Sabah and Sarawak also. In terms of the coverage that we can get, in terms of solving any potential interference issues which is associated typically with wireless type services, the ability for us to use WiMAX in the 2.3 GHz range has been critical for our business.